Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It is time to play with the masterboard that we made last Friday. If you indeed made a masterboard with me. If you haven't made a masterboard, last Friday, New Zealand time, there is the monthly masterboard challenge, and we went all mixed media on it, and I had an absolute blast. And I've heard back from some other people that they just had real fun playing with this and just letting loose and just going crazy with your art supplies. So I have cut my masterboard in half like so. I did that off camera because I needed my big guillotine to cut it in half. Mine is A3 size, is the size of my paper. It is 185 GSM acrylic art paper. So it's not super heavy, but it's weightier than your typical paper. Now I did back mine because my alcohol marker, the black alcohol marker, had actually soaked through, and you'll see that on the back of this piece. So I went ahead and backed it, and I've used children's 80 GSM coloured A4 paper to back it with, and it hasn't quite reached, and I thought, well, when I get to those bits, I'll just add in, I don't know, it might be a strip of washi, or it might be some coffee, whatever I've got. It doesn't matter, it's just little bits. I can collage something on there. So I've done that in preparation. This one I am going to keep for the All Things Roses journal because there's a few of these teal roses more visible on this particular half. So I'm going to pop that aside because today we're going to work with a Dancer's Dream kit. So I did this masterboard particularly in the colours that I needed for both journals, and both journals use very similar colours. So that's where we're at now. I don't have anything particularly amazing for you guys to make with your masterboards, but I would love to make a journal cover. I'm not going to do it with this masterboard because it is for a certain purpose, but particularly for those of you who maybe used 300 GSM paper, because I know there's at least 2 of you who have used that weight paper, would make an awesome journal cover. So just trim it to your desired size, fold it in half, fill it with pages, and gorgeous. You can back it on the other side with whatever, whether it's scrapbook paper, or you could do mixed media again on the inside, or you could cover it with fabric on the inside. You know, usual things that you might do. But I think it would be amazing as a journal cover, and I really want to do one, so I'll probably have another play with some mixed media. Let me know if you want me to do that on camera, because I'm quite happy to slot that in somewhere if you would like me to do that, and you know, go with perhaps different supplies and definitely a different colorway. Yeah, so let me know if you'd like me to do that. But to this masterboard, excuse me, bit froggy. First thing in the morning, although it's not first thing, it's 10:30. But anyway, so I'm going to make a couple of journal cards. So I want to go about 6 inches, and I'm just guesstimating because my guillotine here doesn't go to 6 inches, so I'm just kind of roughly going, estimating where that's going to be. And then I'm going to do, I don't know how wide this is, let's have a wee look. It's just over 8, it's 8 1/4, so let's go 4 1/8, just so it's basically in half. It might not be perfect, but it will be close enough. Already, like, can you see how when you take it in isolation, it just becomes a beautiful little snapshot rather than the whole thing, which you think, gosh, that's a mess. Suddenly it turns into something really pretty all on its own. So a couple of journal cards. I think I would like to do a pocket. So scraping out a piece of paper, is that it's too wide for a pocket that way. We could do a nice big pocket. Do a big pocket like that. that would be something a bit different, wouldn't it? So we need that about, what do we need? Let's go about 4.5, I think. Go 4.5 inches wide by whatever height it is. Oh, helps if you actually put it under the guide. I wondered why it was cutting weirdly. And it's because I had it on top of the plastic guard there. That was, I've never done that before. Okay, so that could be a pocket. I'm now looking at it going, that would also be a really awesome journal card. But I think it's a little tall for a pocket. Or we could do it this way. What's going to maximize my usage, I guess? Do we want to do corner pockets? That could be an idea as well. See, I'm completely flying by the seat of my pants. No plan here. So you use it however you would like. You make whatever ephemera, but this is how I'm using mine. What do I want to do? Quick, make a decision. Oh, I'm stuck. I am stuck. So this one, I'm just putting that aside for a moment. I need time to just kind of work out what I want to do. So this is 4 3/4 inches, give or take. So if we did 2, no, I want some tags, but I'm thinking, do I make little mini tags, like, or a mini tag? Let's go 1 3/4 inches, and that can just be a little mini tag. So we'll need to add some more paper there. This we could possibly now trim in half. Would that? Yeah, let's trim it in half. So out of that piece, we've got 3 cute little tags, little tag bases. So 3 tags, 2 journal cards, and now back to this one. I'm tempted to turn it sideways like I was going to originally, but it just means we'll waste a little bit of the masterboard. And I didn't really want to waste any. Okay, I'm going to do it. And I have some ideas for the cut-off piece, so not entirely wasted. I've done it now. So that's going to be a pocket like so, and so I didn't need to back it, but it is backed. Where's my hole punch? So before I change my mind and overthink things, I'm going to punch a thumb notch. I'm going to commit it to being a pocket, like so. And I'm going to round the bottom corners. Bottom corners? Do I want to do the top corners? I could do all the corners. Oh, a few layers there to get through. Takes a bit of effort. Oops, I've lost a fragment somewhere. It's disappeared on me. Do I want to do the bottom corners? No, I'm going to leave it like that. So I'm going to ink. So I've just jumped right in. I haven't even asked you how your day's going. I've done that a lot lately. I just get cracking and it's like, oh, I haven't even really given you an opportunity to say how you are. I'm absolutely blown away by the masterboards that I've seen you guys making. Super fun, and every one of them is so different and unique and individual, which I love. it's a great way to add even more of your own personality into your journals that you make. If you're making from the ground up like these masterboards, then it's truly you. You know, it's not somebody else. It's not a pre-printed. It's somebody else's design, or as much as that's fabulous, and don't get me wrong, because I'm a designer, so I love when people use my stuff. But injecting a part of yourself into whatever you make, I think is really important. And this is a beautiful visual way of injecting yourself into your journal that you're making. Whether it's for yourself or to sell or whatever, it's, you know, it's just fabulous. So that's going to be a journal card. Not a journal card, a pocket. Need to decorate it though, don't we? So let's have a look at what we might want to pop on. And again, I still haven't cut out my kit, all the fussy cuts, so we'll just have to cut as we go. And I'm looking for things that are going to not get lost in the busyness, so we might have to add some more book page, you know, all that sort of jazz. Oh, what about some of these? I've just got all my papers at the top of my desk, so what about this? It's really catching my eye. I would choose one of the more complex things to cut out, wouldn't I? Well, that's all right. We can have a wee chat while I cut out. So I am a little jaded this morning, just a tad. I talked in yesterday, I think it was yesterday's video, about that our firewood had arrived and that I was putting some of it away to help out hubby, and how good that was. Well, over the course of the day, I put the whole load away. And I was feeling very self-satisfied. And it got to the point as I was putting it away, it was like, oh, my legs are buckling under me. I'm stumbling all over the show. My arms are ready to fall off. And I'm tired. And it was like 10 to 5 by the time I finished. But I was so close to finishing. It's like, no, I really want to get it all done so that when Shane gets home from work, he doesn't have to do it. And, you know, it'd be a really nice surprise for him that he doesn't have to get home from a hard day at work and turn around and put a whole lot of wood away in the woodshed. So I kept going. I was very determined, and I put the whole load away. It took me 3 different sessions. I did it over 3 sessions, so no way could I have done it all at once. And it's a mix of poplar and gum. So the gum is super heavy. The wood is thoroughly dry, so it's just, you know, because it's a dense wood. The poplar was really light, so on the poplar I'd load up several bits in my arm, and the gum I'd typically just grab a piece in each hand. And so my hands are sore from picking up this heavy wood, particularly this one actually. My arm is all covered in scratches and bruises and stuff from where I was loading up the firewood onto this arm to carry it to the woodshed. My ankle is all swollen because I really was getting very, very uncomfortable. My knee seems to have settled down a bit. So hopefully that's okay, because it's got arthritis in my left knee, and so that wasn't being very happy. And it was just literally, there was a few times where I thought, oh, don't fall, because my knee was just giving out. But I tell you, sheer bloody mindedness, I was going to do it, and I did it. And so I stood after I'd put the last few pieces away, and I even bought some inside because the weather's supposed to turn yucky later this week, or actually the day that this video is going to go to air, cold and yucky. So I bought some inside. So I stood in the back lawn looking at where the wood had been, and I raised my arms and gave a little pump, and it was like, go me! I was really stoked with myself. So hubby gets home at 5:30. He was actually a little bit late getting home last night. But by then I was lying on the bed and it was a really hot day, hottest day we've had in probably a month, if not longer. And I was absolutely stuffed. I was so tired. I was so sore. I could barely move. Everything hurt. Every part of me hurt. So I was lying on the bed when he got home, and he had seen, when he pulled up the driveway, he'd looked into the backyard and seen that there was no wood on the back lawn. So he kind of already knew what I'd done by the time he came in and saw me on the bed, and knew exactly why I was lying on the bed. And he said he was super proud of me, and that made me feel good. And just the weight off him of not having to get that done. Unfortunately, I did say to him, do you mind if you cook tea? Because I was had it. And so he did. I'd already thought of what we could have that would be easy and, you know, no dramas to cook. Wouldn't take him long to do, not hard. But I just didn't know that I could actually stand in the kitchen for any length of time at that point. So he did. He cooked tea, and he kept telling me how proud he was that I had managed to put all the wood away. So I took some painkillers before I went to bed and had not too bad a sleep. I thought I should sleep extremely well, and I kind of did for half the night. And then the other half, I was just, you know, my mind started working and I didn't sleep as well as what I'd hoped. I thought I'd have one of those nights where you just dead to the world the whole night, because I was literally that exhausted. And because I didn't, I am tired today. After I had my shower, I went and lay on the bed this morning and was like, I don't want to move. Not because I was sore, but just because I was tired. So anyway, hubby's proud of me. I am proud of me. And I just really loved doing that for my darling husband, who has done so much for me and continues to do so much for me. It was really nice to be able to surprise him with that. So, and I'm tearing up. That's quite ridiculous, but I am tearing up as I'm talking about it, because yeah, it just was really meaningful for me to do that. And it was totally worth the pain and the tiredness. Absolutely worth it. You know, so many times he's sacrificed himself to, you know, like when I came out of hospital, when I had my surgery, I was in a wheelchair for 6 weeks. I couldn't do anything at all. It was, as much as I could do was to get to the kitchen to make myself a cuppa. And even that took some wrangling to work out how to do it to fit the wheelchair through the door. Like, I did nothing except lie on the couch with Georgie cuddling me. Oops, pocket goes around this way, dear. Oh, there's a street sweeper outside. Must be autumn. It's getting all the leaves. So I want a bit of book page because it is blending in a little bit. That's not deep enough, I don't think. Let's see what else I can find in here. Just need a scrap of something. Oh, that's a really scrunchy, crunchy one, and it's in Dutch. Just not sure it's the right piece either, but oh gosh, it's very fragile. It's crumbling as I'm trying to tear it, probably because it's all creased. I was trying out something. I remember I was sort of playing with it, folding it and trying to work out whether I could do something. And that's completely lost. Can't even see it. Okay, back to the drawing board. Here's another bit of it that's not crunched. Yeah, so anyway, that's my story from the firewood. I triumphed over the heap, which was very, very satisfying. So we had just the last few mini cocktails, excuse me, cocktail samosas and cocktail spring rolls in the freezer in boxes, just a few in each box, and it was like they're taking up room in our freezer. And I says, just cook those up in the air fryer, add some fish bites if you think we need anything else, and that's dinner. And so that's what we had, because we'd had meat and veg for lunch, so we didn't need, you know, a huge tea or anything. So hubby cooked that up and it was wonderful. Yeah, so he did everything while I was on the couch recovering from surgery. That's what I was talking about, wasn't it? He cooked the meals, he cleaned, he did the groceries, he worked every day at his job, then came home and cooked me meals and made sure I had things to hand during the day, that I didn't have to worry about what I was going to eat or anything. Made sure everything was where I needed it. Emptied the commode, because I needed one of those, because our toilet is down a step and I couldn't get down the step with the wheelchair, so I had to have a commode at home, so he'd empty that. And you know, all those amazing, really less than favourable jobs that just need that doing, and somebody has to do them, and I couldn't. So he deserves a little bit of a, not a little bit, a lot of me doing whatever I can to just say thank you in a really practical way, and to say I love you, because that's really what it is. It's all about love. He did it for me for love, and what I can do for him is my way of showing my love. So anyway, that's a big long story, isn't it? Big long story. And if you're new to my channel, that surgery I had was ankle fusion surgery. So my right ankle is now fused, and I'm still waiting to have one of the screws out, and that's a lot of what was causing me a problem yesterday putting the wood away, is the screw was just causing me agony. I could feel my bone crunching down on it, and it's not pleasant. Right, so masterboard, you may think that we're covering up all of that effort, and yes, we are covering up some, but that's the purpose of a masterboard. A masterboard is a base, and so we've still got the beautiful parts of it, and we're just making it even more beautiful. So I'm going to ink around this flower now. I seem to have done a lot of talking and not much achieving, but it was a little bit more complex cutting this out, wasn't it? So, and that's why I was talking, to distract us from the cutting. It must have worked, because I kind of just chatted away. Oh gosh, I would think that I would get less chatty when I'm tired, but it seems like I'm more chatty today. But man, wood is not cheap nowadays. It's really ridiculous. But we need wood. I need to be warm, need to function. And there's a bit of white there, but I'm just going to ink it. I'm not going to cut it out. $300 for one load of wood, which is just not even a cord of wood. And which leaves us around $150 for our fortnight of groceries, which was like bit ouchy. In fact, a lot ouchy. So we've had, and $44 of that is on cat food. So basically $100 for our fortnight of groceries. It's like eek. Yeah, eek. So we're tightening our belts a bit, and I wrote out a list of just the very things that we have to get, that we need, and trying to work out, you know, what's the best option, this, that, how, you know, measuring out what we've got left of something and seeing whether it will get us through or not. And yeah, so we'll make it. It'll be okay. It's just, you know, it goes in cycles where you have some good times and then you have some ouchy times. And this fortnight is it's payday today, so like this is for the next 2 weeks. It's a little bit ouchy, but it's all good. It is all good. We're pretty good, really. I can't complain. But I also need to get collagen because I've run out of collagen and I'm just using up samples that I don't actually like. But it's like, well, it's that or nothing, and if I don't have it, then my hair starts falling out and my nails aren't gonna come back nice and my skin's gonna deteriorate. So it's a non-negotiable. I need the collagen. So I've researched a cheaper option to try and see whether it's as good, you know, whether it does what I need it to do, whether I like it. I hope I like it, and we'll see how it goes. It will save us $14 over the one that I normally get, so which I like. I like the one I normally get. Thought, no, I sourced a cheaper option and we'll give it a go, and if I don't like it, then we'll just switch back to my normal next time. And if I do like it, well, maybe it's what I'll use going forward. So it's worth a go. Right. Do I want to add a word to that? Let's just get rid of my bag of scraps out the way. Oh, my nose seems to go drippy. And it's a very warm day out there today. So I think this drippiness is from my little show of emotion when I was talking about what I've done for my husband. Or more to the point, what he's done for me. We want a word on here somewhere. I think we might. Let's go. Or do I want just a plain word? Options. So many options. I think I'm going to go up here to timeless. I think I'm going to leave my words intact. I'm not going to cut them all out because it's easier to actually look through them when they're all in the sheet. Just means that they have to be cut out as I want to use them. But not hard to cut out. All right, ink around this. These words in the kit come in 3 different colours, so pink, teal, and this beigey colour, I guess, which will pair with basically anything. Just a little word right down the bottom there. Nice, very subtle. Oops, I can't pick it up. There we go. And we've got a pocket done. I've got a motor, people. I feel like I'm just not achieving a lot so far this video. But there's a pocket. Okay, pop that aside. Let's move on and look. I don't need to worry about the back of that. So journal card, we have a strip down here that needs dealing with. So let's look at that first, because that should be relatively easy. I've got a bit of brown paper. How about if we put that along the edge, and then we've got this fun thing happening. What do you reckon? Fun thing happening? I reckon. Okay, just snip that bit off. It's a part of a pharmacy bag. using glue stick because we've got all these little serrated points from the top of the bag. There's no way I'm going to get all those with tacky glue. Not without taking an exorbitant amount of time. Yeah, isn't that fun? It just gives a little bit of fun detail, which is still writable. So trim off the overhang. And it's all fixed. It's all covered. Let's get rid of these sticky bits. Oh. Sticky fingers. Cool, love that. Instead of rounding the corners, I'm just going to give them a wee snip. Like so. And on this one, I'm thinking about some lace. So just going into my wee container. Is that a bit lost or not? This is actually elastic lace. Stretchy. Okay, needs a little bit of a straighten at the top here. I think that's pretty. And about there, I think. So I've got to snip it for something else. Which is the right side? That's the right side. So I'm going to use my alcohol glue. I haven't used this for a couple of weeks, I think. Oh gosh, that smell, it's quite strong. Alcohol based glue, so it's got that very strong smell with it. So I'm just going to draw a bit of glue down there. Oops. Can I replace that? I didn't get it lined up properly. That's better. Much better. I had a gap at the bottom and an overhang at the huge overhang at the top, and I was like, I didn't work that one out very well, did I? Just going to snip off that corner to match the corner of the card. I think I just need to go in under these scallops a little bit. There we go. Cool. So in my mind, this goes this way up. Don't know. I just prefer it for some reason. No rhyme or reason. I'm just going to get those bits off my scissors because they're starting to collect a few bits and pieces here and there. And I find that distracting. Okay, so we've got lace. What else do we want to do? Put the lid back on my container there. I wonder if these shoes. I can feel it's a bit stuck on my fingers, and it's not very appealing. I find it very distracting and not very pleasant. And I've got stuff stuck to my fingers. It interferes with my sense of touch. And the arthritis in my fingers does affect my sense of touch as well. So combined with the arthritis and the lack of fingernails at the moment, plus sore hands from putting away the firewood, I'm feeling my age about now. Actually, I'm feeling more than my age. I'm feeling like I'm a lot older than what I am. But you know, there's joy that comes from hard work and sacrifice and doing something for the love of somebody else. There's a lot of joy in that, and it can carry you through a lot. Really can. A lot of gratitude in my heart for hubby, and this is turning into like some Valentine's spiel, isn't it? It's getting all gushy. I do apologise if you're not into the gush, into the sentiment. I just talk about whatever's on my mind, and that's what it is today. Right. That is lovely. I like that. Just wondering if I've got any more napkin or something that would work with these colours. I've got the blue napkin that I used on the masterboard, but it's seashells. And it's fine on the masterboard because it just kind of all blends together, but I don't think I want to use it as a focal layer so much. Do I have anything else? Oh, actually, I might have something in my inky. So this is the napkin backs, the white ones that I've inked up. I might have something along that line. Oh, or that pattern tissue even might work. Just have a look. That's got some pink on it and some red. Not sure if it's right. It's purple or neutral. Just grabbing out a few options, or this one with the sort of tealy-ish colour. Green, I've not put any green on it. Oh, this one's probably actually perfect. It's got a bit of yellow on it, which is fine. So a few options here. This one could actually work really well, this pattern tissue. It's got that tealy blue colour and some pink on it. Need to tear some off so I can visualise. I said something the other day in the kitchen. I says, oh, I'm having trouble visualising how this is going to turn out, or something along those lines. And hubby picked up on it straight away and laughed. It was like, the name of my business is Visualised. And I said in the kitchen, I'm having trouble visualising this. He thought that was quite funny. And I picked up straight away why he was laughing. It was like, yeah, I said that, didn't I? Perhaps not quite so much. Creating little scraps here, aren't I? Little scraps. Baby scraps. Yes, I like that. Okay, just going to change out my glue page. Which side? Don't think it really matters. It's so thin the ink just goes through, so both sides pretty much look the same. Can't see any one side that's particularly darker than the other. So we're just having some fun decorating up some ephemera really, but using the what month are we? April monthly masterboard. Pretty. Again, I think I'll come in and just get those white gaps a little bit. I could cut them out, but I'm not gonna do that to you guys, and I'm not gonna do it to myself right now. If they were big gaps, I would cut them out like I did on that other piece, that first piece, but they're small enough. A bit of ink takes care of it. It's fine. It's fine, my friends. It's fine. And it is fine. It is. I went outside to throw a bit of leftover bread out for the birds because the blackbirds have been eating the leftover apples on the tree. So there's lots of blackbirds around, and also the leftover figs out the front. So I threw out it was just a small bit of a focaccia bread. I threw it out the back lawn for them. So hopefully they find it. And I was like, whoa, it's hot outside. Like summer hot. And you know, if you've watched regularly, I've been complaining lately, probably too much, about being so cold. And like, honestly, it's so warm outside. It's gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. But I'm glad I put the wood away yesterday and not today, because I thought yesterday was hot. Today is hotter. And just lovely. I'm not upset that it's warm at all. It is supposed, yesterday we got up to 24, I think, and today's hotter, so it's definitely mid-20s, somewhere around there, and it's not even the hottest part of the day yet. And on Friday, I think it's supposed to go down to 11, and rain and yuck and cold and there. So I'm soaking up the heat while I can. And then Friday, I'll be burning some of that wood that just got delivered. I will be. That's what I'll be doing. And keeping warm. Right. Need something up here. I do have these wee tea cards I cut out the other day, which didn't end up using. No. Do we want one of the ladies? Maybe. No, I don't. It would be a no. What about one of these little scallopy circle things? Oh, do I want to use buttons? Actually, I haven't tested these to see whether they fit. That's going to be too small, I think. And I think this one's going to be too big. Yes, way too big. But let's try an experiment. Just trimming down to them so I can get the punch in there. Because you don't have to make them that big. You could make them smaller. And you just won't have the black outline. Whoops, slipping. Trying to center the holes. So it's quite a bit smaller. If you've got to punch the next size, then it will work fine. Oh, they might get a bit lost. I'm going to punch them anyway and see. Punch 3 out. I can always print it again. It's only a digital. I shouldn't say only a digital, but it is a digital. I can reprint it if I decide I don't want these tiny wee buttons. I think that's rather cute. I do. I like that. can I ink around them? It's going to be a little bit fiddly, but give them a light brush around because there's a bit of white showing from the punch where it's punched out. And we've lost the black outline since they're smaller than the design. So just a little bit of ink to edge them out and take away that white. I'm going to leave the white in the middle where the holes are. I'm not worried about that. I think that's just a cute little detail. Still need something up the top there. I better check the time after I've done this because I feel like I've been here forever. Just chilling and hanging out with my buds. That's you guys, in case you weren't aware. My buds, my friends. Chatting away, chatting up a storm. And enjoying wearing less layers. I've just got this light top on here. And more because my arm is so scratched and bruised from the wood that I thought you don't want to be looking at that. Don't need to be looking at that mess because it probably distract you guys as much as it would distract me. Okay, so that's cute. I like that. Maybe a larger word. Let's go for, this is sort of definitely going in this color scheme for me on this one. Oops, these ones are paper clipped together, so unclip them. What about this one, For the Love of Dance? It's going to be slightly too wide, but that's okay. I can cut it straight down there. I might actually cut off those loops of the ribbon at the bottom on this end. I love designing bits that are usable in different ways. So this, you could take just the middle section, or you could have the loops at the end and cut off the forked piece at the end, or you could cut the whole thing entirely, or you could cut, like I have, one end off and leave the other intact. So just be creative in the way you use digitals. They don't have to be exactly as they are on the page. You can customize them just with a pair of scissors, and how you choose to cut them, ink them, add things to them like gems or lace or whatever. Make it your own. Go. So then I can put that right against the edge there. Yes, I like that. That's nice. Just ink around it before I glue it on, and then this one will be done. So we've got 2 bits done. Almost. We almost got 2 bits done. So I'll check time after this and see what else we can get done. And there's also the plain ones without the words, so you could put your own words in or just leave it blank if you just want the decorative element without words. On each colorway, on the 3 colors, there's the set of 3 blank ones, different shapes. Cool. So this just needs inking around. Oh, we are rocketing through the time, as I suspected. We haven't got a lot of time left. So maybe we can work on the tags, maybe the little tags, because they shouldn't take long to bring together. And then that will just leave the other journal card. So not too bad, I think, if we can get the tags done. Should be quite satisfied with that, I think, with myself. Not too bad. So if you use your masterboard, I would love to see what you make with it. You know, whether you make something similar, make something completely different, do share it with me. You can pop it in Visual Vibes on Facebook. You could even email it to me if you want. Or you can post it on Instagram and use Monthly Masterboard. It's hashtag Monthly Masterboard. So I can find it, or tag me. If you tag me, I'm more likely to see it, to be honest. But using the Monthly Masterboard hashtag is good as well. Okay, so that's piece number 2. Where did I put the other piece? I'm going loopy, my friends. Where have I put the other piece that we did? The pocket. I've lost it. I have lost it. That's weird. I can't see it. Oh well. Okay. I'm going loopy. Okay, let's talk for a moment about this little strip that we have left over. It's just a little strip. It's got the blank edging on, which is quite interesting. For this, I thought it could be folded into pieces and used as a tag topper. It could be glued onto the side of a page as like a page tab, and in fact I think that's probably how I'll use it. No, that's not what I was after. This is what I was after. So I'm going to round the corners like so. And then that, where's my page gone? Over here. That can go just on the side of a page, or even on the side of a journal card. So pretend this is our decorated side. You could put it on the top or side of a journal card as like a tab. So that's what I'll do with that. It will be used, and all it really needs is to be inked around. So let's finish it off. Why not? Because we can add this to our collection of done bits. Could add a focal to it. What I'm thinking is some little punched out flowers. Would look really pretty and super cute. But I don't have any to hand, so I will have to do that off camera. So it's finished, not finished. If you like, it'll still need to be finished off. But just putting some little punched flowers, I think, would be cute. But for now, I'm counting it done. Right, I'm just going to put this out. No, that's the other journal card. I'm still wondering where the pocket's gone. I can't understand where it's gone. Bizarre. Anywho, tags. So let's give these a tag shape. That one needs a strip of something. That's long enough. Cool. Let's give it a fun edge. Just tear it down a little bit so I'm not using so much glue. This glue stick feels like it's getting quite close to the end. So I must remember, before I do my next video, remember to grab out a new one just in case I run out. And then I'll probably do that and then not use the glue stick at all. That would be just something I would do. Didn't line that up very well, but that's okay. We'll just trim off the excess, no biggie. Oops. Trimming off some of the base as well. That's all right. Just became slightly smaller. Oh, sticky. Gross. Okay, So I think I will do the top there. Just turn them into cute little mini tags. Rather sweet. Okay, and I'm just going to line up on this one. Do it that way, I think. This, the one I'm about to cut is wider, so I'm just centering the smaller one, using it as a template. There. Should have checked whether it needed extra backing, but no, it's all good, and this one's all good. So again, this one's slightly wider. Just centering the smaller and cutting our little tag shape. Oh, get off there. Right. So my little tea card that I've been trying to find a home for and have now buried. Where have you gone? Oh, I found my pocket. Yay. Here we go. Just wondering about one of these. Beautiful. Done. Really want to make some more tea cards. I had such fun making these wee faux tea cards. Just a pretty little element to add. Fun to make, but apparently I'm not that great yet on using them. But I'll get there. We're going to cover our flower. I actually think I prefer it on this one. So we'll put it on this one. Okay, so I think we're only going to get one tag done. Do you want to put do I want a slot or a hole? I think I'll do a slot. I'm not sure if I'll put something in the slot or not. I don't have really much in the way of fabric to hand to do so. And I think fabric or ribbon would be nice. So I'll leave it empty for the moment and we'll just call it done. It's okay. It's done enough to call it done, and as I put it in the journal, then we can add things if we want. Right, how easy was that? Easy as. So we have 2 little mini tags left to decorate. We have 1 journal card left to decorate from the masterboard, and we got done. So I'll go show you a bit closer up. Little tag, our pocket, our little side of the page strip there, just a fun base. I really like the idea of adding flowers onto it, so I will be doing that. And then our journal card there with this beautiful lace down the side for the love of dance, and our wee mini buttons, just a grouping of 3 at the bottom there. So I feel like we didn't do too bad on the makes. I was hoping to get all of them done, but I don't know, I probably just talk too much. So I hope you managed to stay with me till the end and keep me company. Otherwise I was talking to myself, and that's okay too. So thanks for being here, my friends. Enjoy using your masterboard. I hope you have as much fun turning it into ephemera as you did with making the board itself. I just love the colourful textural base that it provides, and don't be afraid to cover it up. You know, whether it's covering a bit that you don't like or whether it's covering up bits that you do like, the purpose is a base. It's all about layer, layer, layers, and it doesn't stop once the masterboard's done. Then you continue layering to turn it into your wonderful ephemera. Go forth, have some more fun, my friends, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.